A prison is not a five-star hotel, so anybody that tells you he's comfortable is probably exaggerating. Of course he's not comfortable, but he's a very strong person. He's taking it well. He understood the risk, the great risk of being a freedom fighter, especially in a country such as ours that is not a well-ordered society. So he prepared his mind.
All right, depending on your time zone and your location. Tata the 4th day of December 2025, and we're having this fresh new update from Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. This is a recent video interview he was granted yesterday. Kanu condition at the Sokoto State Prison. He just spoke briefly about that, and then after that video I'll play you guys a video from Aloy Ejimakor Sowore where he was still actually talking about Kanu. But before I play these two videos for you guys to watch, and with an update from Aloy Ejimakor in his verified Twitter handle that caught my attention, he made a post day before yesterday. The update says, "Dear Igbo leaders, rise up and be of good courage and visit Kanu in Sokoto. Emulate Obasanjo, Soyinka and other Yoruba leaders who visited Igboho in Benin Republic. They never feared Buhari because it was a just cause. To free Kanu is also a just cause and it is urgent." Yes, so Imana, when Sunday Igboho was actually detained, or when Sunday Igboho is actually being persecuted, Obasanjo and Wole Soyinka actually visited him, paid him visits to show their solidarity, to show their concern to what he is doing. So in the case of Kanu, these are southeastern leaders, I mean lately, or just the governor of Abia State that has actually shown that yes, Kanu is being held unjustly and he's making moves to actually secure his freedom. Some people are saying all the impossible, but if God wants to do it, southeastern leaders cannot stop it. That is just what I believe, whether they support or whether they don't. But I'll stop at that for now. So then another update where he made a post and said activism is not terrorism. You understand? He went ahead to say, when you convict a man for terrorism based entirely on activism, speech, broadcast, the line between counter-terrorism and suppression of legitimate dissent becomes dangerously thin. Especially for a multi-ethnic, political, fragile nation like Nigeria, it shouldn't be that way. So Kanu, from what Aloy Ejimakor is saying here, Kanu is just an activist, a freedom fighter doing the right thing to actually get freedom and justice for his people. So, I mean, convicting him for terrorism is a wrong thing to do. But anyways, Kanu again, more momentum, more popularity. And if the reason why Kanu is fighting, can more strength to be upholded. So now I will leave you guys to watch this video from Aloy Ejimakor. After that, a video from Aloy Ejimakor Sowore, I will still want you guys to watch. There are some things you need to listen to and hear from that video. Share your thoughts after watching the video and also share the video. Candles always support with fear. Enjoy the rest of the videos. I will be right back.
The great risk of being a freedom fighter, especially in a country such as ours that is not a well-ordered society. So he prepared his mind for occasion like this. But be that as it may, the decision to take him to Sokoto, very far away from Abuja, where in fact his vicinity to the Court of Appeal would have accorded him the opportunity to exercise his constitutional right to appeal. So that decision was too swift and I believe also too insensitive to his right to fair hearing, because the next destination for him, of course, is the Court of Appeal, and it is of the record and well known to the whole world and to the court in particular and to the correctional authorities and the federal government that Kanu, as of now, does not have a council, any council of record. So taking him to Sokoto that way the very next day with the full realization that his appeal was oncoming and was going to happen, smacks of insensitivity and is a little bit suspicious as well. But I'm going to stop at that, and well, I hope things will improve as the days come by.
What did we predict to you? That they would do that. But I also predicted that it would be the greatest mistake of their life. And now, the people we asked to protest to prevent Nnamdi Kanu from going to jail are all rushing to Sokoto. I want his family members to give me the right to admit people to see him, so that I can be screening them. And I'll tell you, the day the judge who sentenced him is going to go to Sokoto, he's going to go beg like Fela was begged in Bama prison for doing what is wrong, if he has not done that already. But if he wants to go, tell him to contact me. I will arrange a safe passage to Sokoto. This was the worst thing they could have done to them. When they were taking him to Sokoto, they thought they would ridicule him. He would be, when he goes to Sokoto, he has turned Sokoto to another Mecca.
Yes, Pregrimage.
That's what we predicted. You know, they don't have sense because they don't have people who can reason in government. And now, look at where we are. You jailed Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is already a celebrity in prison. They said he has already become the president of the prison, but I doubt that is what Nnamdi Kanu wanted. But it must have been conferred on him just by respect, you know. So very soon, you will see that they will, on their own, reverse the most fundamental mistake they ever made regarding Nnamdi Kanu. You can quote me on that. No, they don't misquote the judge. The judge said that he was talking about national security. I'm not a national security person. I'm not a police officer. You also heard me tell the judge that we have a plan to defeat the candidate of the other side, and that we will continue to make public policy statements. It's on record. You know, I think we have to give it to the judge that he applied wisdom. Yes. Thank you very much, everyone.
You have a
Those of you who are also around who know my commitment in recent times with Nnamdi Kanu, we are fighting to ensure that he's not scapegoated to keep Nigeria one. To keep Nigeria one requires justice, not life imprisonment or death sentence. Being born in Nigeria is already death sentence. So nobody can scare me with death sentence. The moment you are born in this country, you have been sentenced to death, either by default or by accident. And being unable to eat, feed, have a roof over your head, and not be able to send your children to school, not to be able to live secure life, that is life imprisonment, in case you don't know. So Kanu is not going to suffer anything that has not suffered before. All these things they are doing, they have done it before, it didn't work. They did it with Kensariwa. He told them, he said, I'm going to be the last person who will deal with you people in a reasonable way. After Kensariwa was killed, they know what they lost to Niger Delta militants. Maybe Kanu is the last person from Igbo land who will speak the language of peace and the right to self-determination. The next generation may not do that. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. And we are saying that here in Kaduna, where they need to listen to it. And I apologize to those of you in Kaduna who were expecting us when we were doing Free Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, let me announce today, we are going to announce series of action on Free Nnamdi Kanu again. And we'll go all over the country. Yes. And this time we are not going to do one day. We are not going to do one day. We are going to do a whole week of series of action. Yes. Because these people need to be taught a lesson that the country belongs to all of us.